Hello and welcome back to Angel's Golf in Life. So today we're going to have a look at the Shot Scope app and what it looks like after, I think, is 118 holes played. So first thing you can do is have a look at your old round, which we'll do in a second. My strategy, which if you saw one of my earliest videos, you can actually go in and have a look at courses that you want to play. For example, I'm going to play Corleone soon. So you can go in and have a look at the course, which is really useful. Now, you'd have seen we played Tailgate. It was lovely because I'd looked at my strategy. I knew where we were going, and it makes such a difference when you're playing a new course. So I like that. Course analysis. So if we look at Lanny which is where I play the most, I really like that it gives you, details on the course as a whole. So overall, my average score is 32, where I gain strokes, where I lose strokes. My putting, average 3.6. I don't think that's quite right. On the par threes, but the approach shots, basically everything. But we'll go and look in a bit more detail. But what I do like is this one. So if I go into this hole, the first hole, tells me average score 3.9. I lose a couple of strokes there. So then it gives me a breakdown on the pars, the bogeys, the birdies, the double bogeys. But I like this, look. So this one, I miss it short all the time. And that's about right. I do miss it short all the time. And I particularly like this one, look, shots plotted. So you go in and you can have a look. The yellow, orange ones are the pars. So there's where I got the pars from. But look, I'm short all the time. And that's my distances. I can't get them. So I know that. Then if we go back to the home page, this is to add a round, have a look at the GPS maps, what's in my bag, my records. So, because I don't play many long courses, but best front nine +4, most birdies the 1, most pars I got 6, most birdies in a month, so on and so on. And you can really deep dive and have a look at your scoring. But I think to really understand your game, performance is where it's at. So if we go here, have a look, and we're going to look at clubs. So let's look at clubs. So that's the average performance, not the average length. This is an average performance. So it deletes your scuff shots, really. If I look at average, it'll be that much shorter because obviously it includes your duff shots. But this one's quite nice. Go in, you can have a look at your longest shot for each club. The hybrid I've only ever hit once. I can't hit it. But yeah, so you can have a look at your clubs. You can have a look at the approaches. And this is interesting, right? So 47% short and miss right. So that is exactly where I'm at, right? Then you can have a look at it in a graph and then by club. So really good, interesting data on your approaches. Now, if we go back, you can also have a look at your short game. So your up and downs. I'm really pleased because lately, as you'd have seen, I bought a chipper and it's really improved my up and down. So I get 51%, which is really good. And I get within 13 foot of the hole. So it's really quite interesting. Now, again, we've had a look. Tee shots, there ain't a lot there because I've only played one round. So in a long, with par fours. So it tells me here, 86% the fairway. My right is my miss is right, and we know that. Now, what else? Then you can go and have a look at your rounds individually as well. So if we look at the one I've just played, you can go in, and I really like this one. So if you go to the course analysis, and then it tells you your average par threes, there's no par fours there. Your approaches, 29% GIRs, 51% up and downs. Your average putt length, how many one putts, how many two putts, and how many three putts. So for me, what I like is that it hardly ever misses a shot. It's really good at the tracking with the V5 watch, and I can go in and have a look at my rounds either individually or as a whole, and really start to learn a little bit about how I perform. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. Please like, comment and subscribe. It helps my channel so much.